So Ashley, what do you think the game plan is? We've seen Baker Mayfield struggle against the Packers. Now, he didn't have any practice, and could be a good thing because you might be a little more physically healed. But what do you think the Browns need to do offensively? We'll start there.
Well, I will say between the Packers and the Steelers, the one thing that worries me with regards to the Steelers compared to the Packers is that defensive front and what they can do, especially obviously TJ Watt and having to contend with him. I think last time the Steelers just did a really good job of making Baker Mayfield uncomfortable. They don't let him get those little kickouts and things like that. A lot of teams haven't let Baker get that so far this year. So I don't know what I think they're going to do, but one has to wonder if you may look at game plans similar to what the Colts do right now and how much they let Jonathan Taylor run. And do you let Nick Chubb just kind of take over, essentially? Nick Chubb had a really phenomenal game on Saturday against the Packers. So if he can keep some of that momentum going, hopefully that would maybe throw off some of the focus on Baker Mayfield in the pass game here. But it's definitely a tough thing, just knowing how broken this pass game for the Browns has been this year. There's no denying it. It doesn't really resemble anything we saw in the best moments of 2020. So I'll be curious if they also scrap some of that 13 personnel like we saw against the Packers, where they were running a lot more 11 personnel, getting the receivers downfield, and if those looks are there for them to maybe kind of open things up for Nick Chubb on the ground. And we saw all kinds of things that we haven't seen in a while, like Anthony Schwartz running an end around, a reverse, like doing those kind of things. I think that fans have really been clamoring for and wanting to see. So it seemed like there was, despite the loss and the interceptions, a little more imagination, I guess I want to say, in terms of the play calling. And we can debate the end of the game, but I do think things looked a little different for me against the Packers, and I hope some of that kind of carries over against the Steelers.
Yeah, I agree. The one thing that I really liked is a couple of screens, and be it Nick Chubb, even if you do it to Anthony Schwartz, you get your guys that can run out in space with the ball. And think of what teams do to Myles Garrett. They screen the side that he's on because they know he's going to be aggressive. Do the same thing. If you want to put TJ Watt and turn him loose, screen to his side.
Yeah, and that's the thing that has been, I think, so impressive about Nick Chubb recently is his willingness to get more involved in that pass game with Kareem Hunt out. And I think we really saw that in the Packers. He got involved in the pass game early. He had that 40-yard run, I think it was, on the first drive at the end of the game on, I think, what ended up being the Browns' last drive before that last interception. He got that first down at the 50. That was like a 6-yard passing play. So there are ways, I think, to do this and get Nick Chubb more touches and get your playmakers the ball in ways that are going to be effective for everyone involved.